Hello and welcome. Today we'll be looking at Silpheed for the Apple IIGS, Japan's hottest new action game, and from the designers of Thexter. Now both games were originally developed back in the mid-80s by these two gentlemen for the PC 8801 Japanese home computer. Now wait a second, I thought Thexter was Japan's hottest action game. Oh, best-selling action game. Okay, so we got the hottest game versus the best-selling game. It's a tough decision. Some actually say Silpheed is a pseudo-sequel to Thexter, since I guess both deal with futuristic outer space stuff? I'm not totally sure, but I did notice they share some of the exact same enemies, like Golan, so who knows, maybe there's some truth to that. Alright, so let's play some Silpheed, or as I'd say as a kid, Silpheed. I think I first played this when I was like 8 years old, and I never could get very far in it. Playing this game again for this review, I discovered the game hasn't really gotten any easier, but it's still great fun. Watching the intro and its choppy vector graphics greatness quickly reminded me why I love this game so much. And hey, it also introduced me to Shakespeare. Yeah, this cryptic dialogue is actually from Julius Caesar, if you didn't know. Now, if you've never seen this intro, I just want you to take a moment to sit back and watch this. Pretend it's the 80s and that all you wanted for Christmas was a Vectrex. After centering your joystick and pressing a button, you will be introduced to Zakalite, Emperor of the Universe, and your arch nemesis.
I am an Emperor of the Universe, Zakalite. You cannot destroy me as long as I have glory.
You cannot destroy me as long as I have glory. Thanks for giving away your weakness, Zakalite. And with that, we're thrust into battle. Now, unlike most shooters of the time, Silpheed had quite a few innovations. It featured 3D flat-shaped polygon graphics and a sense of depth as enemies move closer to you and you fly up toward them. Combine this with fast-paced action and an amazing soundtrack, and you have yourself a true classic. Now, destroying asteroids and some enemies will yield much-needed power-ups like automatic fire, shield rejuvenation, asteroid shielding, and even temporary invincibility. At the end of each level, you'll face off against a level boss, and if you're out of practice like me, this can be quite a struggle. But just like any good shooter, just monitor their movements, avoid their projectiles, and you should be okay, although it does get really difficult in the later levels. After beating a level, you'll get much needed health restoration, as well as an option screen where you can equip your left and right side weapons. Then it's off to the next stage to do it all over. Luckily, there are unique music tracks to several different levels. Also, choosing the right weapons for the right level can give you a huge advantage depending on the placement and weaknesses of the given enemies. With lots of different intermissions and cutscenes, it makes for a unique gaming experience not often seen in such an old game, especially one that originated on an 8-bit platform. The 2GS version looks to be quite faithful to it and offers the best sound of any port available. The manual does mention other versions for the Macintosh, Atari ST, and Amiga, but I don't believe these were ever released. A real shame, but luckily there were other ports for MS-DOS and a few others, and there were also several sequels made, so the series did survive, and at least this game is not forgotten entirely. Silpheed has a whopping 20 levels to beat, and I thought Thexter was ambitious, having 16. And since you only have one life, power-ups will be pretty critical, so look out for those. All in all, this is a great game that hasn't aged poorly at all, and to this day has possibly the greatest game over music I've ever heard. You'll kill yourself just to hear it, trust me. Well, anyways, go try it out, and thanks for watching.